Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are in Minecraft today. As per usual, the last couple of weeks we've been pushing to finish Westhill, and we've been also pushing some of the stream times earlier in the day, with the exception of today, Saturday. I'm going to try to keep Saturday streams at 1 o'clock. That's probably the best course because very often we have bonus podcasts with the spawn chunks that we do on Saturday mornings, and so it's going to be better to maybe just keep the Saturday stream where it is. But we've had a lot of success with the 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. streams during the week. They seem to work better for me because I can stream a little bit longer. I can go 10 to 1. And we've been bringing in a lot of new people. So if you're one of those new people, welcome. Thanks so much for checking out the channel. You can also check out the Joel Duggan VODs YouTube channel. The entire build is archived over on the VODs channel. And I try to post VODs about 24 hours after they appear on Twitch. So if you prefer to watch VODs on YouTube, then they're usually there within 24 hours. I don't know people that necessarily sit down and watch an entire 3-hour VOD all in one go. So if you start on Twitch, you can always finish on YouTube. And it does help me out a lot. If you go and watch on YouTube, then of course I can get a little bit of ad revenue from those watches. It doesn't happen very often. It's a very small channel. And because the videos are long, they tend not to have a huge amount of view time. But it's a fun place to see the progression of this build. And we're getting close to getting finished. It's almost difficult to think about, like checking off that final thing and moving on to a new project. It's going to feel good, but it's going to feel weird at the same time because this has been almost 5 years making this. Started off on just weekends. Back when I started, it was only Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think is when I was streaming, but now I do Tuesday through Saturday, so it's a much different situation. Speaking of Fridays though, there is going to be the return of the Lego Let's Chat. That's coming up probably, as long as Amazon delivers, next Friday. So today is the 12th, yesterday was the 11th, so the 18th, I guess, 18th, 17th is next Friday, and that's when we're going to be returning to the Lego Let's Chat. Now that again, I might also do in the morning. Like I think I might move the Friday streams to the morning, just so I can get to the gym, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Mikatu, good to see you. Dan Grice is kicking around in chat. Blast Jordan, SweetSandi, all the regulars. I see a couple people that I don't recognize as well. Toasted Jam, hello, welcome in. Obu, good to see you. And I missed a sub? M-Dog subbed 3 minutes ago during the starting soon. 47 months. That's another person that's just shy of 4 years. There was another 47-month sub earlier this week. M-Dog, thank you ever so much. I really, really appreciate it. And was it you, M-Dog, that was talking with me about AI music somewhere? I feel like that was maybe in video games or general. I'm not sure where I was talking about that. No, M-Dog, you and I were talking about Steam games. The only thing I bought on the Steam sale was Sprite. I bought the oh, it was Donneraf that I was talking with about AI stuff. Yeah, the Sprite pixel art program I bought because I think I want to start doing some custom pixel art, which I think would be fun for Minecraft as well as other things. We have the sci-fi zone coming up, and I think some custom textures in Minecraft could be fun to play around with, just to kind of get some details and things like that. I might also mess around with some map art, which could be fun. Anyway, we should probably jump into the game here. It's certainly nighttime in game, so I've got to sleep. I am having a great day so far. Mikatu, thanks very much. It's after 1800 for you? Wow, you're late. So the first order of business, I think, is going to be to clean up some of the shulker boxes that we left out yesterday. And I'm going to leave some because we have to finish the textures on the road. Everything's right there. We might as well just kind of continue on with that road and check that off. M-Dog says, yeah, I didn't really check the sale this year. There are a lot of upcoming games I'm looking forward to playing, so I figured I'll save the money. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of really good games coming. I also pay for Xbox Game Pass, and so I'm currently playing South of Midnight, which I know is not brand new, but I'm enjoying it. And I'm a slow console player because I'm a bit of a completionist, but also my video game time is usually stream time. Like I don't have a lot of time to play games outside of that. I say that, and then if I confess to how many hours I was on my phone last night, then I could have easily been playing video games. But sometimes I just don't have the capacity for a game. All right, some of this stuff can go back in the ender chest, because we don't need those. So that can go there. What else? I'm going to need some food. I don't need either of those. That's just an armor thing I brought back. I'm not sure why I even have those. And, okay, I am not going to need that. I'll leave that. I'll leave all the wood, I guess. I'm not going to need those. Probably. I've got enough azalea. Actually, I can probably just replenish that one. Won't need that. I might need the flowers. I'll leave all the landscaping stuff. So really, it's mostly this stuff. Actually, you know what? I probably won't need most of these. Should be good. Alright, this will be easier to travel with. You're learning RimWorld 4. Very cool. I've never played RimWorld. I usually like Colony Sims. I really enjoyed Oxygen Not Included. I don't know what happened. Like a Minecraft update came out or Satisfactory came out or something where I just got distracted from Oxygen Not Included. I also find that it's one of those games where like you kind of do it wrong the first time that you play. And so once you get to a certain point, you really want to start over. Now this is supposed to be an extra shulker box. I don't know what I'm doing with all of that. I don't know why I'm keeping it. But we are for now. Gold, I feel like I could just smelt for food. Copper box. Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to get rid of some stuff, I think. Reorganize. armor sandbox. That's not what we want. We want this to be another sandbox. I'm trying to package things down. Sand 2, sand 3. Do I have sand 1 in the... Sand 1. Is it sand or sandbox? Sand. And I should probably also get sand. Slowly but surely we'll be moving out of here. But it is not right now. Still several shulker boxes away from packing that up. Blast Jordan, oxygen not included, not even with magnesium. Now I can't use my OMG joke. Wow. Brutal. You know you're a scientist when. All right. We've got some. I guess I could pack this up. I don't have enough to do all three, but I can do. I'll leave one just in case I need one shulker box. I will dye these. Thankfully, this doesn't cost levels. So, sand 5. Sand 6. And 7. Slowly but surely, I think we'll be ripping down this storage best we can. Oh, that didn't work. That's annoying. Why didn't that? I was obviously not paying attention. I will have to get some more levels, I guess. We'll get a lot closer today than I thought we were going to empty this. Feels like packing up an apartment that you've lived in for 10 years, you know? I'm going to put them up here because they're not named. So I can take those out. I think one of these is in the water. That hopper there. And of course, oh, I do have some wood, I think. Yes. So that is no longer hooked up to the system. It's just that chest filtering down. I guess I could have done that manually, couldn't I? Didn't realize it was that empty. Well, that's good. We're down to just the one chest. I feel like I have extra chests around here somewhere. There. MindTripMedia with 100 bits. Thanks very much. Excuse me. Gold for golden levels? Yeah, I could go to the piglin farm as well. The zombie piglin farm. I'll just do that like the next time I need to go. Okay, I don't think anything else. I mean, I could also just smelt some of the gold related stuff if I really wanted to go get the gold. Just to turn some stuff that's taking up space into something useful. Like I could take... I was keeping a lot of this, I think, for decoration around here, but I never really used any iron armor or any gold armor. So like I could probably just smelt all of this. There's no reason to keep it. You don't run into chainmail very much, like you can't craft it, so that's worth keeping around. You can't really do anything with leather unless we ended up adding a data pack. Leather armor just kind of is what it is. We've used leather armor for decoration around here. Like a really good example is that I put leather armor on an armor stand and then put it on this sign for shoes. Leather boots. So like stuff like that is fun, but I don't really use leather armor for much. Are you named? You are. Upside down. All right, let's go work on the texture on the road. Yeah, the textures for the golden carrot, the nuggets are for the golden carrots. That's why I want them. Thanks again for the bits, MindTrip. Appreciate it. So the road that needs texturing is this one to my left. it starts off okay on the path, but then I just kind of, it peters out and I stopped. So this is all fine. But then right about here, it stops. And there's some going this way. So all of this is okay. I need to do the foliage in there too. And then it also stops going this way. And what I want to do is maybe move these shulker boxes. I mean, obviously I need to fix the hole in the road. Bit of a pothole, just like Nova Scotia. But then I need to figure out where I'm going to put this stuff, because I need to also landscape like this area here. So I guess we could put it in the bee farm. Or what I should do is I should texture that part of the road, and then I can use that intersection as a place to kind of set up shop. So that's probably what I'll do. So we'll grab all the things we need. Probably going to need more concrete powder. Green and brown concrete powder, as a matter of fact. And I put the one thing back that I should not have put back, which was azalea saplings. Too much paperwork to fire Twitch chatters. It's fair. I mean, how does that affect your income tax? Oh, I don't know if I want to use tough along here or not. Maybe some gravel. I don't think I left tough anywhere out here. Whoops. Oh, that might not look good. I next to the concrete powder. I might want to make that darker. Maybe if I get rid of this, it'll look a little bit better. Oh, nope. There we go. Kiwi Soda, hello. How are you doing today? Hmm. It's a little better. I feel like I need to add something like here somewhere. But there's no real spot for it. Beast Boy, hello. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. How'd you find the stream? This is actually going pretty quick. Oh, that's good. We'll be able to check this off, I'm sure, in the first hour. No, I don't do any PvP. I don't even do PvE. I'm more interested in the building and the creative parts of Minecraft. I need some trapdoors. I know you're surprised. Guess I should get some slabs for jungle wood too. Well, Beast Boy, I think you are on your own in this crowd. That's for sure. Slabs. Thank you, Sandy, for being awesome. Appreciate it. I feel like I should start implementing some channel point gambling in chat where people can wager some of their channel points that they've accumulated over the years as to how long someone like Beast Boy 852 is going to last. Like, what's the over-under on Sandy banning this person before the stream is over, right? So usually what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make sure that you can see the steps as you go down. And so in this case, I feel like I need to change this. Oops. And we're going to add in trapdoor. Right, so that little bit of texture change allows you to see that a little bit better. And then over here, we'll probably actually put in slab. Yeah, Mikatu, I try not to assume, because, you know, we get people that come in from the Spawn Chunks podcast that are listeners and have different ways of playing the game, and so I try to have an open mind, but yeah, you're not entirely wrong. You're not entirely wrong. Yeah, see how that's a lot clearer? Like, you can kind of see that there's a step happening here. I might change this one. Yeah, I think that works. Then we can start adding in the other dirt textures that really work to help show the edge of something. Right? See what I mean? I might want to move that over here. Looks pretty good going up. No real issues there. Yeah, that's feeling pretty good. And it's only, I would say maybe like here we might need another trapdoor. Strawberry versus chocolate chip pancakes or strawberry versus blueberry pancakes? I say why either or. All of the above. I mean, maybe not chocolate chips. I like blueberry and strawberry in the pancakes. I do blueberry more often because I buy those frozen. And frozen strawberries are only good for like smoothies and stuff. My breakfast is on Instagram right now if you want to see the blueberry pancakes that I made this morning. With strawberries, actually. That looks pretty good. It's hard with the shadow of the tree right now. Bella Jones, hello. How did you find the chat? Thanks. I do like it. Replace these two, I think. I really like, this is because I've got the 3D texture, and so you can kind of see underneath the trapdoor, and I find that it's better to have something wood colored just for the edges. I might even make this wood too. I feel like I gotta move that one. I don't remember making that coarse dirt. That's interesting. Maybe we'll do another one on purpose. I need to do that more often. I feel like having the dirt slab helps sometimes. So here, I want the texture to try and steer you in towards this entrance, which would make sense. Like as people come and go, the wear pattern would go along here, I think. And then also out this way. don't know if that feels like too much. Or whether we have to lean into it. It's the kind of thing where, like, if it was muddy, you could see farmers laying down planks to kind of keep the embankment from sliding down. This is where I don't really have extra texture. I think this needs to go back. It's a little bit better. I guess we could just drop that down. It's always a lot of trial and error. Sometimes less is more, too. See, that almost looks like a retaining stair, so that's fine. Probably gonna switch these to go the other way. Dylan, hello, hello, welcome in. Darker Scarlet, hello. Too bad there isn't a deeper concrete powder. Yeah, that I kind of like the mangrove for that. Like, it's very close. It's got a fair amount of warmth to it. Like, it's not bad. It's not exact, but it's not bad. All right, before I start heading that way, I want to make sure I've got all this connected up the way that I want. And I might have to sleep before I can really check it. That all seems pretty good. This needs a little bit more jungle plank happening. Probably better out there. This is where I want a third texture in slab, but I don't know what I could use. Sunnybrook One, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Granite isn't too bad. You're right about that. I don't have any out here, but yeah, it's not awful. It just doesn't suit anything we've been doing over the last several streams, so I want to try and keep it in the same palette. Sometimes you can get a little bit too complicated, but you're right. Granite and jungle and packed mud goes really well. I think that's what I did on the roof over there. Yeah, there's granite and jungle and spruce in that roof, along with composters, and we have composters in this roof too, and that seems to work really well. Unfortunately, you can't put composters sideways. I guess we just lean into the fact that this is just like a wood reinforced stair. I say stair. It's meant to be a slope, but obviously slopes are hard to really convey in Minecraft. Everything ends up looking like a staircase. I think we're good. Stream time's in an hour. Thanks, Sandy. Appreciate it. That's a little distracting up there. Maybe I can switch that up. It's a bit better, although I might want to change the direction. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything too crazy in through here. Again, I really wish we had like stripped wood slabs or something smoother. It's too many in a row. Sometimes you just can only get so far and you have to kind of step away. That's a little bit better. Just little touches sometimes make a difference. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to step away for that break. This is something I do once an hour. Gives me a chance to refresh the coffee, grab a snack or something. You should too. Grab a friend, let them know that we're streaming, and I will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. So now that we've gotten this far, it might be time to move a lot of the shulkers. But I also want to make sure I've got the greenery over here sorted out. Speaking of being sorted out. Free bone meal. Okay. This could use a little bit of variety, maybe. Nothing crazy. Maybe we'll throw in a little bit of grass or something. That looks okay. And then around here is where I had stopped, and I wanted to do something cool with this tree, and we have the things here, as well as I want to get some fence gates. So a lot of times I just end up covering up these open ends by using the all-sided log. But here we could even do that and then use a slab. Little touches that kind of help it look more like a tree. don't know about this part here. I think for those, I'm going to need some oak leaves. What am I not using that much of? I'm not really using the acacia, am I? It's a very blocky looking tree. Actually, now that I see that there, I feel like that could be better. Did I miss a part of this wall? I absolutely did. Crap. I'll have to go back and get the stone. I'm going to need some scaffolding too, I think. I think it might be better to have this lower. It's QB and it asks you to respect its life choices. Nice. I think that's all I need. Scaffolding with no inventory space. Blast Jordan, you're just noticing the pinned message now that you've been fired, and you're wondering, how are you just noticing? My response is, perhaps that's why you were fired. I think I maybe need to try that higher. I should have left a lot of those shulker boxes out here. Oh well. It's funny how blocky the tree is, and yet it still seems to work pretty well. Take that off, and I think this one too. Go around the other side. A weird hole. It's funny how yellow everything looks at sundown. I think that's working. It looks like someone shaped it. Yeah, I think we just got lucky. There's a couple spots where it just looks a little bit too chunky, but I feel like I can just pop up there and fix that. It's hard to reach. Yeah, good. This is the part I don't think I could see at nighttime. Yeah, that's good. And then the bottom, I think we can probably get away with putting an extra root or something here. Oh, come on. That looks good. I think maybe here we'll do the same thing. Oh, whoops. I wanted that to be green. Not that it really matters. Yeah, that works. One of these could probably be taller, so maybe we'll move this one over to there. And I'll change this. Yeah. Maybe that just needs to be a short one. Yeah, that's better. I feel like we need a couple more spots along here that are highlighted. This.
Here, deep in the depths of Westhill, we find the Joel. Looks like he's currently running an experiment on how full he can make his pockets. Either that, or he has a full inventory again. A remarkable sight.
Surprise! Thanks very much for the David Attenborough TTS sticker, Cosmic. Cheers. Yeah, the inventory's full. I'm just too lazy to go fix it. It's a tricky spot here, actually. I feel like this could maybe be a slab. And then that moves that. Using the jungle planks is a good idea. That really helps free up some texture. Yeah, I don't know that there's much more we can do. I guess I could try to make this a little bit more narrow. Have it drop down a bit. I don't know. That sort of works. Yeah, why not? The Wormbow, hello, hello. Oops. Not really using these much, are we? I don't know if there's more of a spot for me to use that fence gate again. I like that one. I guess we can sneak it in here instead. Yeah. No complaints. I am going to switch this to coarse dirt, though. Or maybe actually rooted dirt. Yeah, I feel like that works. Really mad that I forgot about that part of the wall there. I don't have the blocks out here to fix it. Sure. Maybe without this. No, I think it was fine before. That, or we use one of the bushes. Yeah, let's go with that. Cool. I feel like that's all done. So now we're back to putting in some of these textures. A lot of this stuff you can kind of put into the shadows along the wall. Great effect. Yeah, and slowly but surely starts to come together. I do like the mangrove. That's a fun texture. Do I have more of that? I've got one. I find that really helps along the edges. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it. I think that's pretty good. Feels consistent with the area anyway. Dayloop, hello, hello. Yeah, we keep it pretty chill. Keep it pretty chill. I also find that texture work for me is hard to talk over. Like I tend to, my artist brain just kind of takes over and I tend to focus in, which is not great. Like I mean, it's difficult to kind of maintain that. But also I think a lot of the people that come to the streams are here to lurk or chill or they're doing something else and so they want background, you know? I see that a lot in the comments. I think we're also done with these. Ooh, can I get away with that? I think I can get away with a slab there. Just. Yeah, I feel like that works pretty well. I might actually want to make this slab as well. Oh, whoops. We need to make more of those, I think. Grass. Procrastinating from building a wither skeleton farm. Not sure what exactly I'm stressed out about. I've built these things before, and the server is on easy difficulty, but still. If it's on easy, does that mean the yield is going to be pretty low? I mean, that's why we have this server on hard. It's because the mob farms are better on hard. Whoops. I should probably move that. Or maybe it's that I have to move. Yeah, let's do that. Feels very empty through here. That's a little bit better. Oh, that always looks funny. What if we switch this out? Yeah, and then we can maybe throw in a little bit of a depth change. I don't like it when they get so far off the block that it looks like they're in between. It's strange to me. Sure. I feel like this is where I'm going to need some mangrove to help split things up a bit. And I'm going to have to move all that stuff. All right, I need to cleanse the inventory here. Think about texturing like this, we get a lot of our coarse dirt back. I was feeling like I was running low the other day. All right, what do we need? We need stone shulker boxes for the wall, azalea shulker boxes for saplings. And I think that's it. Do I have a favorite ice cream? I tend to go for either chocolate and peanut butter with like peanut butter cups in it, or I can be convinced to do a vanilla with some sort of like fudge swirl in it. Again, with peanut butter cups. I think the one that I like is called Hoof Prints. No, it's either Hoof Prints or Utterly Divine. I can't remember, but it's a Scotsburn Farmers ice cream here in Nova Scotia. And it's what it is. It's like a fudge swirl with peanut butter cups inside of it. We just need all the things. Does that have saplings? It does. Oh, are we done with our stuff here? We probably should be. Don't even have a level. I'm not a big caramel guy. Especially in ice cream, I find it gets too hard. Mint chocolate chip, Dan, that's a good one too. I would say a few years ago that would have been my default. Yeah, this looks pretty good through here. I like it. Just in time for the rain. What I should do is move all of this right now while I think about it. And I guess, where will we set up shop? I guess there. Maybe over here. Yeah, let's do it here. Oh, hello, friends. I could use the levels for labeling. There's all kinds of you. Come one, come all. This is slow. Oh, we're not going that way. I just need to find a bed. This time of year, I'm a sucker for strawberry shortcake too. Around here, sometimes we do it with ice cream instead of whipped cream, and that's a fun dessert. No critters around. Oops. I didn't know what that was for a second. Caught out of the corner of my eye. I was like, what is going on? All right, so now put the bed back. And I wanted to finish that wall. What do I need on that wall? Not a big fan of cheesecake. I can be. I find that around here sometimes cheesecake when you're out can be like really over the top. Like one piece is good for two people to share sort of deal. I like it, but I prefer like a moderate, I guess, cheesecake. I'm gonna put another slab there. Probably andesite. And then tough. And then mossy cobble and brick, I think. Man, I still have a lot of stuff to do here. I thought I was going to be able to finish this today, but I guess I won't. I need tough, mossy cobble, andesite slab, and a mossy brick. And I might bring one of those too. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that space. It needs something, but I'm not sure what. I think that looks good. I might actually put a piece of moss carpet on top of that. And a pressure plate. Just the carpet, I think. Yeah, I guess there's definitely different kinds of cheesecakes too. Like some cheesecakes can be very light, and some cheesecakes can be like super dense with like a lot of stuff in them. I mean, I just like cheese, probably at an unhealthy level. Not a big raspberry fan, although I did have breakfast at Pure and Simple a couple weeks ago, and it was a blueberry raspberry French toast, and it's really good. That's the only time I'm really into like raspberries. I find that it's the texture I don't like. This is a little bland along here too. I don't know what we're gonna do there. It's large enough that it feels like it should have something. Same thing with this. I don't know what that could be. I wonder if I could maybe put together like a little... I wonder if I could have this look like there's a stream or something draining. It's not big enough to have another pond. It would be neat to have like a little stream connect these and then have like a little bridge or something here. But then where do you connect that to, right? That could be fun. It's a little bit wide for a bridge. Something like that, maybe? I might mess with that. We'll see. An idea for tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Next time. This feels weird way over here. Well, that's pretty good, I think. Everything over here is now done, so it's just this one little road. We can't really check anything off today because it took longer than I thought. But I think all the texture here feels pretty good. Feels like they kind of lead you in there. I could maybe do a better job of pushing it in there. But I feel like coming down the steps, it feels good. Same thing with this. Feels a solid endeavor. Having the texture makes it clearer as to what's going on vertically. I like that, actually, that little drop. This all looks good. This was mostly done anyway. And this feels good through here. Yeah, we could maybe use a couple of more texture bits over on these ones, so I'll have to come back and maybe revisit. We'll do a final pass over here. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. It's really strange. Yeah, I don't have a watch time command. I've never bothered to implement that. Now that I have StreamBot, I guess I could. I wonder, out of curiosity, why do people usually want to know? I thought it was a command. I thought it gave like a snarky response. I thought Nightbot was like, it was like a twist on a Bilbo quote. Usually. Followage, that's what it is, Blast Jordan. Thank you. Probably not as long as you would like, but longer than you thought. Yeah. Nice. Right on. Well, we still have some texture to go for next time, so this isn't quite finished. But the bee farm that we did this week is very much done and looking pretty nice. I quite like the way that this came out. So it's been a pretty successful week. We will, of course, be finishing up the roads and this little greenery area. We probably just fill that in with some thistles or something. Nothing too grand, I don't think. Yeah, let me see who else is live so I can pass you on to somebody else playing Minecraft, I hope. Usually there's a few people live on a Saturday. You know what? Slice Lime looks like they just started. So we're going to send you all over to Slice Lime. Folks, again, thank you ever so much for a fantastic week. Sandy, thank you for the moderation today and always. But this week especially, as I've been bouncing the stream around. It looks like we're going to be doing weekday streams at 10 a.m. That's the plan for next week. So everything except for Saturday. Saturday is going to stay at 1. That's Atlantic time, UTC minus 4 hours. But we're going to try a week at 10 a.m. and see how that goes. It's going to be good for me for the summer because it does get warm in here come the afternoon. And you can listen to the Spawn Chunks on the interwebs, wherever you want to find a podcast, Spotify. It's on YouTube as well if you want to help support us and just watch the video. We do get advertising revenue from that. So please check it out. Share it with your friends. We are trying to grow the listener base. So if you like Minecraft, if you like a news show about Minecraft, and you enjoy the conversations that Johnny and I have on the Spawn Chunks, then by all means, share it around. I would very much appreciate it. And check out the Citadel Cafe. That's my show about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. We're going to be watching Superman on Tuesday, the new one from James Gunn, and letting everybody know what we think about that on the next recording. So you can stay tuned for that. I'm Joel Duggan on social media, and I am Joel Duggan on Patreon. If you want to support the stream and join the Discord, it's only $2 a month. Thanks again, folks. I really appreciate the support this week. Some hype trains and some gift subs. And if you did receive a gift sub, or if you have recently subbed, connect your Discord and your Twitch. You get to join the Discord in between streams. That's also a perk of being on the Patreon. You can join the Discord that way too. So anyway, I will see you folks on Tuesday, 10 a.m. Atlantic, UTC -4 hours. Bye for now.